The chef of the Duke restaurant in Palma, Santa Catalina. I have here now some sweet potatoes, some shiitake mushrooms, a bit of ginger, some common potatoes, leeks, onions, garlic, pineapple, and lentils. Right, so we're gonna make an Indian curry with all these lovely ingredients. Also, I'm going to show you how to cook fuss-free with one pot only. Okay, so the whole idea here is also to not to frustrate you. Cooking is already an activity that requires quite a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of cleaning. So I want to keep it as simple as possible so that you can actually see that it doesn't have to be a nightmare. It can be quite fairly simple, and that could be fun too. Okay, while the pot is heating up, I'm going to make a curry paste. Okay, so for that you need a blender. I have a Nutritious bullet here, but you can use any other blender too, it's fine. I have soaked apricots here that go in my blender. I soak them with water for a couple of hours. They go in, tuck. Followed by a bit of ginger. Don't bother about writing things down. I will publish in the show notes the recipe. It's a pretty simple recipe. So I have this dish at the Duke as well, at my restaurant. It's a bestseller, and I like to cook it at home too. It's fairly healthy, it's easy to do, it's cheap, and you can make a good batch and then eat of it for a few days, no problem. You don't have to have every day 5 different meals, you know. So here we have the ginger peeled. Okay. So I'm going to cut this in chunks. So the blender has an easier time to process it. So apricots in, ginger in. Now we're going to add a little bit of coconut milk in here as well, and spices. So I'm going to go with curcuma. Okay. I'm going to go with curry powder, cumin. Like I say, the recipe will follow in the show notes. A little bit of cinnamon and muscat, followed by 2 or 3 gloves that they call it. So that's pretty much it. Right, so we're gonna go blitz it. It's gonna be a bit noisy, so earplugs in. So here we have our curry paste. Okay. Now we put that aside. I'm going to start the process now of sauteing the vegetables. So chopping the onion is fun. You know how to do it, and it's hell if you don't. Now pot on, oil in, okay, to make sure the oil is nice and hot. And start sauteing the onions first. The onion, which for me is one of the most important ingredients there is, especially when you make stews or curries, followed by the leeks, and then in little dices. There we go. Followed by the mushrooms, and at this point we're just gonna stir it and wait a little until everything is nice and roasted. So we got the potato here, we cut it also in chunks. So it's a very rustic curry. Don't worry about precision. It's for home anyways. The flavor is more important than precision here in terms of cooking styles. So here we have our potatoes cut. So at this point, everything is nice and roasted. Okay. I'll start adding my curry paste to it. And I will roast it as well. See that? That goes in. I'm going to add some sweetness to it by adding pineapple. So, this is a slow cooking dish, so it takes quite a while to finish that dish. Because the lentils need a good half an hour, 45 minutes. So it's a dish you can easily make ahead of time and then have it ready, but it's not a dish to please the hungry crowd immediately. Okay, so don't make big commitments to your family that food is going to be ready in 5 minutes, because it won't. So that dish again takes about a good 45 minutes from start to finish. So there we go, all in. Okay, so at this point we're going to add the remaining ingredients, potatoes, sweet potatoes, boom, the lentils in as well, and now I'm going to top it up with coconut milk. Okay. I'm going to use also a little bit of water just to make it thinner for now, because everything has to cook for a good while, followed by more coconut milk. So that's basically it. That is going to cook now by itself. We're going to lower the temperature down, the strength of the heat down to about 30%. And making sure nothing is really stuck on the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to let it now simmer for a good 40 minutes. So at this point our curry is finished. It's been cooking, simmering for about 45 minutes. Yeah, and it's ready. I mean, the lentils are soft, the veggies are soft, it's ready to go. The finishing touches now. What I like to put is, I like to add a few pieces of butter to it, just to give it a nice creamy, smoothie and deep flavor. You can do without if you're vegan. You don't have to put butter in it, but you know, the flavor is way better like that, and it smoothens things out. And what I also like to do, very last minute, I have here some spinach leaves. I like to put them in just like that, straight from the bag, and then stir them in. They'll cook immediately, so make sure that your curry is still hot when you do that. It doesn't need to boil anymore, and that way you're pretty much done. Okay, there it is. You can spice it up a little and you can freshen it up a little. Okay, when I say fresh, I mean you can add yogurt to it. Okay, I'm gonna get some Greek yogurt here, unsweetened, and just put a spoon next to it. It'll cool this plate off a little because it's pretty spiced. If you want to add heat to it, you can use a little bit of chili sauce and go a little bit wild on this one. You can add freshly cut parsley on top, freshly cut coriander on top, but that's pretty much the story. So there you have it, Indian curry, current day in style with leftover veggies from the fridge, fairly easy to make. This lasts 3-4 days in the fridge, easy, and it's something that you can even eat cold when you get a cold hunger. So, you know, I hope this video helps you to get a bit into cooking at home. Alright, okay, that's it. See, that was that easy. So, salute, happy quarantine days, enjoy your curry.